I think as we finish up with our meal, do not hesitate to get up and go get more. There's plenty back there from what I understand. We'll get here's a few reports from our committees around town. In no particular order, as in your minutes, is going to be the Colby Diplomats, the Colby Ambassadors, the Downtown Business Association, Colby Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Chamber of Commerce, and a presentation for the Next-Generation internship. So we'll start with the Diplomats. Kisa Merriman, the representative, will come up and I will let her introduce the next committee. Continue eating and eat it all.
Thanks, James. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kisa Merriman. I'm the Thomas County Clerk, so I wear a lot of different hats there, and I also have a photography business. I've been honored to be on Colby Diplomats for a little over 10 years. With me on Colby Diplomats is Brett Hankin. She's represented with Colby Community College. Dana Brockelman, City Limits Convention Center. Kate Fields, Thomas County Attorney's Office. Amy Blake with NG, which is the wind farm for those of you who don't know. Kathy Diedrich, she's Colby Housing Authority. Brittany Shields, Citizens Health. Sue Kistler, Dr. Funk Optometry. Kim Gribble, Sacred Heart. Deb Zare, City of Colby. April Schisler, Farm Credit. Tammy Strutt, Outdoor Bank. Wanda Brown, Colby Ag. Mandy Hilbrink, Citizens Health. And then Janet Harper is retired. I am honored to speak today on behalf of the Colby Diplomats and the incredible work that has been accomplished in the last year. This dedicated group of individuals has once again demonstrated their commitment to the community through generous donations and service. For those of you who don't know, every year over the holiday season, the Colby Diplomats provide meaningful support to a range of causes. In the end of 2023, we donated $500 to the after-school program, helping to ensure children have a safe and enriching environment outside of school hours. We also contributed $100 to the Thomas County Community Foundation's operating expense match and $100 to the Northwest Kansas Foundation for Hope. Additionally, we helped families in need of donating $275 to Midwest Energy for delinquent gas accounts and $275 to the City of Colby to assist with utility bills. We were privileged to be able to donate to other organizations like Pioneer Memorial Library, Colby Housing Authority, Western Kansas Child Advocacy Center, Genesis, Options, and Thomas County Transportation Van, all of which ranged from $100 to $500 each. We were able to raise an impressive $536.04 for the after-school program through our annual fashion show, proving that creativity and community spirit go hand in hand. Proceeds from the beer garden held at the Sunflower Festival also went to an amazing cause, which was the Kenton Crable Inclusive Playground, through a $500 donation to the Push for the Park initiative. This playground will help ensure children of all abilities can play and enjoy outdoor spaces in our community. In addition to financial ways of helping our community, the Colby Diplomats lent a hand by volunteering to help run a ride during the Thomas County Fair, ensuring everyone could enjoy the festivities. In just 1 year, this group has made a powerful impact on a variety of programs and initiatives, improving the lives of countless individuals across our community. I am honored to be a part of such a group as the Colby Diplomats as we strive to make our little town a much better place. Thank you. This is Megan Romer with the Colby Ambassadors.
Thanks, Kisa.
Need my hands free.
Okie dokie. So the Colby Ambassadors is a group of businessmen and women. They volunteer to be the public relations arm of the chamber. Our purpose is to establish goodwill among the business community and encourage relationships between those local businesses and our chamber. Whether attending Business After Fives or attending groundbreakings, we help with the ribbon cuttings, but we're here for whatever Lizzie and the chamber need and support for its chamber members. My name is Megan Romer. I work for the city of Colby. I am this year's vice president for the Colby Ambassadors. Our current president is Brandy Oliver with F&M Bank. Our treasurer is Kendra Pete, also with F&M Bank. Other members include Debbie Wood, also with F&M Bank, and Tony Limberg of Adams Bank and Trust, and Ashley Limberg of Precision Advising and Consulting. Our biggest annual community event, we organize and promote the Colby Ambassadors Classic Car Show that's held during the Sunflower Festival. The Car Show Committee not only involves our group, but we partner with the Thomas County Hot Rodders. That includes Neil Bolliard and Eric Ulrogi from MC Auto Repair, Ryan Moore from Foley Equipment, Michael Hawkins from Colby Ag, and Casey Limberg with Fine Line Fabrication. This event is kicked off with a cruise main on Friday, the car show on Saturday, and then a poker run after the car show. At this year's event, there was 50 attendees bringing 77 cars from 13 different zip codes. We even had one entry from South Dakota. We also had a really good showing of the kids' Power Wheels. We had 10 entries compared to our 2 last year, so we were excited to grow that. The Car Show Committee is also very proud to present to their winners custom-made trophies from Tim Michek with Burn Metal and the Clipboard. This event has also been supported by a great number of sponsors. We thank American Implement, CarQuest, Colby Ag, Colby Dodge, Colby Lumber, Commercial Sign, Ed from Kansas, F&M Bank, Farm Implement, Foley Equipment, Mac Tools, MapGo Tools, MC Auto Outlet and Repair, Oasis Travel Center, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Prairie Senior, S&M Repair, S&W Supply, Snap-on Tools, Sonic Drive-In, State Farm, Thomas County Amusement Association, Tubbs and Sons, and of course, the Chamber and the CVB. We have the success in our car show. I think this was our 5th year because of the support of our local businesses and of course our fantastic volunteers. Colby Ambassadors also continue to help with the new chamber member mentorship program and helping with concessions at the event center during the rec youth basketball games. We also hope to continue to contribute to the Downtown Business Association in helping purchase the flowers for downtown. If you are interested in helping or joining our ambassadors, please contact either Ashley or myself. We are a small but mighty group, and we would like to continue to support our Colby Chamber. So, thank you. So next up is Lizzie White.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lizzie White, and I will introduce myself a little bit later formally, but I'm speaking right now on behalf of Brenda Masnick, who is our fearless leader, president of the Downtown Business Association. So I'm going to read what she has to say. So the purpose of the DBA, is how I like to shorten it, is to promote and support sales, events, and projects happening downtown, to recruit and welcome new downtown business, and to create and maintain lines of communication citywide. Also to search for and acquire downtown revitalization resources. So the downtown walking tour is still being updated and digitalized with more information to come. A few building owners receiving the BCBS Pathways to a Healthy Kansas grant are finalizing plans for exterior updates as the project will conclude in 2024. In collaboration with the City of Colby and a generous donation from the Colby Ambassadors, we have purchased bedding plants and planted the brick planters on Franklin. There are plans for additional pots on Franklin next spring as well. The Downtown Association continues to be affiliate members of Kansas Main Street. Recently, they were selected as a recipient for the pilot program Spaces to Places through the Kansas Department of Commerce. A community-wide survey was conducted, representatives were in Colby several times for site visits, and meetings concluded with the community brainstorming meeting and action plan workshop. Representatives will be back in a few months to see what has been accomplished and help guide us to take appropriate actions on these projects. The Kansas Historical Society representatives were invited to Colby this fall. A few site visits were conducted on buildings that are in the process of being renovated in hopes of obtaining historic preservation grants or tax credits. A basic survey workshop and grant workshop were offered to anyone who is interested. Sales and events that have taken place downtown this year include the annual Ladies Night Out Passport to Savings event, the third Thursday gallery walks, as well as extended hours during the Sunflower Festival. We're gearing up for all the ghosts and goblins next week for the downtown trick-or-treat, where roughly 600 to 800 pieces of candy or tokens or tokes will be handed out in just a couple of hours. The Christmas Light Committee, which is now under the Downtown Business Association, has grand plans coming together for this holiday season. Lights at Fike Park are scheduled to be turned on the weekend after Thanksgiving. Any volunteers will be accepted and appreciated. Check out the Downtown Business Association on Facebook to know more about the upcoming events such as Small Business Saturday and holiday open houses. Last but not least, one of our most recent, bold, and colorful additions to downtown this fall has been completed by the massive mural on the grain bins owned by the Seacrest family. The mural was designed by and painted by Lissa Sexton and Rhea Wagner. The Downtown Business Association meets on the first Tuesday of each month at the Movement Connection or on Zoom at 8 a.m. So if anybody is interested in joining those meetings, it is also a small but mighty group. I know they would take any more participants and volunteers. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. As I look out at all of your faces, I see some familiar and some unfamiliar to me. So I am Kylie Johnson. I am the Colby Convention and Visitors Bureau Executive Director. When I began my position in January, there were several big projects that popped up to me. One of those was updating the Travel Kansas website. So that's something that I've been working on. That is a website that's heavily utilized by visitors traveling to and through Kansas. The two main pages on that website that people utilize are lodging and coupons. So I've been working really hard to make sure that that's up to date, getting a lot of business listings on there and making sure that everything that we have in Colby is showcased on that website. I recently returned home from the Kansas Tourism Conference in Olathe this past week. And since I was there, I gathered a lot of information and ideas from other tourism entities in Kansas that I'd like to do a little bit more research on within the next couple of weeks and probably present to my board, just so that we have some new ideas in Colby as well. Something that was heavily talked about at this conference was the economic impact that tourism has in Kansas. And so I'd like to give you guys some of that statistics, and if you're ever interested in this, you can find all that information on the Travel Kansas website under the tourism industry page. But so I can give you some information, the Northwest region of Kansas generated $114,279 of total economic impact in Kansas. That's kind of important because it raised 3% from 2022, which is kind of crazy to me. In Thomas County alone, we had $22,391 of total economic impact, which is second place. The first place would be Ellis County with just over $55,000. As a total state, we increased our visitor spending more than $350 million to reach $8 billion, which generated $13.2 billion of a total economic impact in Kansas, which I think is really astronomical. So now I'd like to invite Lizzie White back up here to give a report on the chamber.
I did not introduce Kylie, so that was, wow. But I'm back here again. For those that don't know me, my name is Lizzie White, and I am the new president and CEO of the Colby-Thomas County Chamber. And I just want to start by expressing a true heartfelt gratitude to everyone here today. Your support and investment in the chamber is, it's really appreciated. And I'd also like to thank everyone on our board of directors and all of our affiliate organizations within the chamber because they are truly essential to our success. So I joined the chamber as the membership coordinator in January, and after just 5 months, transitioned into the president role. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least, but I'm excited and I'm passionate about growing the chamber. I'm proud to report that we've had a very productive and progressive year. In May, we reestablished our Welcome Bucket program, which is a sincere initiative designed to greet new residents of Thomas County with a warm welcome. Each bucket is filled with local goodies and information from our membership, which helps newcomers feel right at home and connected from day one. September brought several new initiatives as well. Our member-exclusive newsletter was revamped and relaunched, and we also launched a new feature called Member of the Month, which spotlights one of our members, highlighting their contributions and successes. This initiative not only celebrates individual achievements, but also fosters a sense of unity among our membership. We also introduced Feel Good Fridays, where we recognize different members each week with a thank you, some candy, and a social media shout out. It's a simple way to spread positivity, and we encourage everyone to share positive news, achievements, and uplifting stories. In addition to these initiatives, we've been busy hosting our monthly Business After 5 events, which are some of my favorite opportunities to network with all of you guys. This year, we've had about 6 ribbon cuttings for businesses in Colby, which are very crucial for our economic success here in Colby too. We've held a few lunch and learns, which are about 30 to 40 members that attend and are with a presentation focused on enhancing various business skills, among other things. I'm excited to share that our annual golf tournament, which is held in May, generated a profit of almost $10,000, which is an impressive increase from last year. And I just want to say that this success was, made possible again through the generous Colby and Thomas County community, and I just really appreciate that. And looking forward, we are gearing up for the Christmas Light Parade, which is on December 7th, which promises to be a wonderful community event, as I've heard it is each year. Next week, I will be attending the Chamber of Commerce Executives of Kansas Conference in Hayes, and I'm excited for the educational experience that will bring, and get to connect with other, chamber presidents, and just for me to get some good education there. So I am eager next for Chantel and Jessica and Jada and all the ladies there to share more about our newest membership benefit with the Nex-Gen program here up next. But once again, just want to extend a personal thank you to each and every member of the chamber. None of it would be possible without everyone. And know that my door is always open, and I look forward to connecting with everybody. And if anybody has any, new ideas or anything they want to talk about, I'm here to listen. So thank you guys. I won't forget my next introduction since I forgot Kylie. But next up, I want to invite the Nex-Gen Roundup for Youth, lovely ladies, that I'm super excited for them to share a little bit about what they are going to offer to our membership. So I think it's Chantel that's coming up, but come on up.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Chantel Lawson. I am the internship coordinator for Next Generation Roundup for Youth. On your tables, there should be some handouts that give you some examples of our programs and who we are. Also with me is Jessica Matthews. She is going to kind of give her side of working with us in this program. And so, yeah, I will get her up here in just a second. And I hope you all can hear me. I have a loud voice to begin with, so someone wave at me if I'm like screaming at you. So essentially, in one of the papers before you, it kind of just describes who we are as Next Generation. So Next Generation, we are a nonprofit organization that seeks to provide career-based programming for youth in our area. Youth could be 4th grade all the way up to college students, and our area is a 28 county coverage or region. So we go, all the way to Cheyenne, to Norton, to Barton, all the way east to Saline and Cloud. And obviously we cover Thomas County, and so I have been so eager in my role as the internship coordinator to get in front of people who own and work in businesses all across our region to tell you that I really, really, really want you to participate in our programs, and they are worth you participating in. And so what I'm mainly going to talk about today is our internship and work study programs. So Next Generation, again, because our goal is to provide career-based programming, we also want to help train and retain the youth in the area, and so that maybe after they go off after high school, if they go to post-secondary education, that maybe that they would want to come back here to Thomas County and have a family and settle here and be a part of the local businesses that you all are currently in. And so with the internship program, it is a 9-week summer experience from May 22nd to August 1st. The intern applies, and I'll talk about that in a second, but essentially they would apply and be your intern, fully employed by you throughout the summer. And the really cool part is that Next Generation provides grant funding for you to be able to pay that intern at a base wage of $12 an hour or more, depending on their skill set. So we've had some, students who are already CNAs at a hospital. So the hospital elected to pay them $14 or $15. We actually had a couple students this year being paid $18 an hour as high school students, and I got paid like $3 in tips, at the restaurant I worked for growing up, and I'm like, you're getting 18? That's incredible. So, and our grants fluctuate. So again, if you were like, hey, yeah, we need to pay our intern 18, our grants fluctuate to meet you there. So essentially, if you're a small business and wanting to pay your intern $12 an hour, you could be eligible to receive from us $2,720 for the summer. And so again, that intern fully works with you. They are mentored by you. We are just the facilitating entity that brings everyone together. Throughout the summer, they're learning, hands-on business skills, how to answer a phone call and then put that person on hold. That's a skill that probably is going to help them. They're able to obviously work with you the whole summer and put that on a resume and, take that with them when they go to college. If it's a college student, they also can, we're not necessarily accredited with universities, but a lot of college students have come home, done our internship program, and taken that back with them to college, and it counts as their internship credit. So a very, very cool program. And so throughout that time, so we've had this program honestly longer than Nex-Gen has been a nonprofit. This program started in 2011 with 4 to 6 interns. And in 2024, this last summer, we had 191 interns at 106 businesses across our area, that's the most we've ever had, but I want that to continue to grow and grow and grow. So my plea with all of you in the room is that you would consider applying your business to host an intern. So we are currently accepting internship business applications until December 1st. So let me say that again, until December 1st. So what that means is you have a little over a month or, month and a half, whatever, to turn in that application to me. All I need is just some general business information, the job description of what you would want that intern to do at your business or organization, and you email all of that information to me, and I say, great, thank you so much, you're accepted into the program. And then we do the job posting or the intern finding for you. So again, from now till December 1, businesses apply. And then from January 1 to March 1, we have an online job board that functions really similarly to like Indeed or LinkedIn or ZipRecruiter, where students can go and apply for as many jobs as they want. It is essentially just a long list of the jobs. They fill out the application, and then that application gets sent to you at the business, and then you review the application, you decide who you're going to hire, and then you just let me know. And so that way by May, you already have your intern and you're ready to go. So this year, this is actually like breaking news. We just secured a new software portal where people are going to be able to log in on Next Generation's website to a portal that'll take them to applications. So we'll put more information out there, but if you have any high school or college students, living with you right now that you're like, ooh, they need to apply for this, there will be more information on our social media pages about how to apply, but essentially an intern would log in, put in their information, upload their resume, and then apply for as many jobs as they would like. And again, our hope is that those businesses then are contacting them
interviewing them, and then selecting the best candidate or candidates, plural, for those positions. So, you know, if you're wanting to do this, you know, we accept one intern, or we've had businesses have 8, 9, 10 interns. Now I realize that might be a little much to bite off the first go around, but definitely available. And so the reason why we ask you to turn in your forms to me by December 1st is that, you know, we are a nonprofit organization, so our grant funding that we're able to give to businesses will run out. Essentially, we will hit our max. Last year, I unfortunately had to turn away a few businesses because we just didn't have enough funding for them. So it is becoming more competitive. So if you are interested in this, or want more information, or want to apply, please, please, please let me know. I forgot to put out my business cards on the tables, but I'm right back there at that table, and so please come find me. I would love to help you with that. And again, we want the youth in our area to, again, see this as like, oh, I can work here, I can have a life here, there's opportunity for me here. And what's really cool is when this program is even more successful is that some students we've had that have worked in certain locations do come home after their internship program, and we have one who's the CFO of a hospital in Smith County, or Smith Center. We have students who are, you know, they worked for Nex-Tech in their internship, and now they have a full-time job in IT and telecommunications. We actually had a student in Cheyenne County. She worked at a bank all summer, and now she's there full-time, filling that gap. And so, again, we want this to be, a really incredible opportunity for youth. The other program I wanted to talk about really quickly is the work study program. So the work study program is during the school year. It's during the fall and the spring semester. So some of you might already have like young students working with you at your places of work. And so these students can essentially apply to be a work study participant, and then you as a business apply as well. And essentially they work with you throughout the semester, and then we give that student a $500 scholarship at the end of the semester. So if they do it fall and spring semester, that's $1,000 that we mail directly to the student as a scholarship. So my question is, you know, why would you not do that? Lane is our marketing and admin person with Nex-Gen. I forgot to introduce her. Sorry, Lane. But we were both saying earlier that, man, if we would have known about this in high school, how much money we could have saved towards college or a car or whatever we needed. And so I did want to say the work study program for the fall is closed, but it is becoming, again, incredibly competitive. So if you want to have a work study, or you want a student to apply for a work study through the spring, applications are open now until February 28th. So again, it's becoming very competitive. So please, apply as soon as you can if you are interested. So that's kind of like the 300,000 foot view of this program. I do want to say, we usually say for the internship program, we usually ask that students are 16 and up, so 16 to like, college age. However, if you have a reputable 14 and 15-year-old working in your business, and you trust them, and they're putting in the work and they're doing a great job, we can make allowances for those younger students as well. So again, I know this is a lot, but it is so exciting to be able to be here in Thomas County, where I feel like we've had interest. We actually have the Thomas County Historical Society and the Prairie Museum. They've had 2 interns the last 2 years. Jada, she just applied yesterday to have a work study and intern through this next year as well. So please, 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 we would love to host more and more businesses and students in Thomas County. And so I wanted to let Jessica talk to you guys for a second. She is a champion for Next Generation in Cheyenne County, and without her, I don't think our program would have blown up there the way it is. And so I just wanted you to be able to hear from her and get any advice that she could give you. So thanks, guys.
So again, I'm here from Cheyenne County, Kansas Community Foundation, and when this was brought to me, I was like, I don't really have time for that. I'm a one-man show. I don't have time to train anyone, but I am sold, and now I have 4 interns, and I've been doing this for 3 years. So if you think you can't do it, you can. Even if you're a farmer and you have a son who works for you, that's applicable as well. We have several of those. But I just love this program so much, and like Chantel said, if I knew something like this was available when I was in school, or if there was, no one told me about it. But it is such an amazing program. Again, they're there, but they're hands off. It's up to you to mentor your employees how you need to. This is not set up to just pay your employees that come and do just stock the shelves every day. This is a mentorship. And I have grown each year. Like I said, year 1 was 1.5, then 2, now 4. But the things that those individuals are doing in their life, like you just give them a little bit of purpose, and that mentorship goes for years to come. So I am just here to advocate this program. I am kind of the main contact in Cheyenne County just to kind of take a load off of them, but Chantel comes, we go and we talk to the school, to the kids, make sure that they remember when the applications are due. And this year we're actually going to do a new thing. In December, we're going to go to the school and do a career fair. So every single business that applied to be a Nex-Gen intern, have a Nex-Gen intern, those kids are going to get to meet those business people, because most of the time they get really confused when they go online and they see the applications, because you only get like 2 or 3 sentences to say what it is. So they're going to get to face with these employers and really get to know what the job is about. And so that also will bring awareness to the program, because you know, it's a great opportunity, and the turnaround has been amazing with the kids coming back or sticking with the business that they already interned with because they found a good fit. So I'm just here to advocate, and I do chat with Jada from the foundation here a lot. So I will keep building her up to help you guys with your questions. But yeah, we just want you to take advantage of this program. So thank you for letting us come today.
So thank you, everybody, for all those great reports. Lots going on in the community in our part of Northwest Kansas, and that's exciting. So thank you. So now we need to move on to business. And if you look on the back of your agendas, there's the minutes from last year's meeting, annual meeting. So I would accept a motion to approve the minutes as submitted, or if they need amended, let me know. Chad moves that we accept. Paul seconds it. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, moving on. We need some volunteers for the board selection committee, the board of directors selection committee. So Brett Hankin has already volunteered that she would do it, but she's not able to make it today. So I'd be looking for a couple other volunteers. This is always the worst part. This is what it's like at a meeting at Colby Ag in the morning. Everybody's zips it and nobody raises their hand. Wanda Brown and Megan Carmichael, she's a member of the board, said that she would. Anybody else? Are those darting eyes? Is that the darting eyes? So, a motion to approve the selection committee. I would take a motion to approve the 3, Wanda Brown, Brett Hankin, and Megan Carmichael. Don moves it and Chad seconds it. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Now the best part of the meeting is we get to hear from the Colby City Mayor, Leiker. Lee, Mr. Mayor, I'll turn the meeting over to you.
My wife and I traveled to Georgia to see our son and just got back, and I was stressing over this and getting a little nervous. And I talked to Ron and I said, boy, I'm getting a little bit nervous about presenting. He said, no problem, I'll just type it up, I'll give it to you, just read it. So he just handed it to me, so here goes. So, first of all, I'd like to thank our outstanding city administrator, Ron Alexander. Not really. I'm not nervous at all. I'm excited about this because there's so many great things going on in Colby. I'm going to quickly name a few and go through and highlight some things. Housing options continue to be really a challenge for us in Colby, but I'm excited to say we have 9 duplexes that are currently being built just north of Jimmy John's. Those will be duplexes with garages. That's 18 units that we're going to be putting into our community. We have a contractor that is developing and designing some upper scale units that will be in the lot west of the post office. That'll be 24 to 32 upper scale units with garages. So that's going to be a great addition to our housing. Again, housing continues to be a challenge, and we're meeting those needs. We've worked really hard to try to advance housing options in Colby, and that's really coming about. Like many businesses, the city continues to struggle with positions, to fill all of our positions in our various departments. But like many of you, we are increasing salaries and benefits and trying to enhance working conditions so that we can attract and retain employees. It's interesting to note the top 5 largest 5 employers in Colby, they're combined 116 positions short of being full. The top 5 businesses were short 116 employees to be full. That's amazing. And that tells us the challenge. We have a low unemployment rate, but that tells us the challenge that we're facing in Colby. So we're working hard, just like all of you, to try to close that gap. The new hospital is progressing really well, and I'm really excited about what that's going to do. I think that will be a medical hub in not only Northwest Kansas, but in our region. And I think that the hospital is going to be a strong draw for people to actually move to Colby or come to Colby for their medical needs. So really an exciting thing happening there. At our airport, we've got a lot of great things happening there. We've just completed taxiway and apron rehabs for a large portion of that out there. And so that's improved the condition of our taxiway and apron. We've done our runway as well. We're working on developing additional hangar space out there. We're out of hangar space. And so through individuals and through the city, we're trying to expand the amount of hangar space that we have out there to house more planes and larger planes. The airport is a critical part of our community, and it is getting used more and more. Another exciting thing, we changed the fueling out there. We now have full service fueling available during business hours, but we also have self-service fueling available out there 24 hours a day. So planes know that they can stop in here and refuel. We also recently have been able to expand so that we now accept the payment for military aircraft. And so we're going to have the option for military aircraft to land at our airport and refuel, which is exciting. Another thing going on at the airport, we now provide mechanics and inspection of planes out there. Haven't done that in a lot of years at our Colby Airport, but we now have a mechanic out there. And so that business that our local plane owners that maybe had to take their planes someplace else for that annual inspection, we can do those here now. And we have people flying into Colby to get that work done at our airport. So some exciting things there. Obviously, the 2 new hotels south of the interstate are progressing nicely. Those are scheduled to be open before the 2025 travel season. And those new hotels, plus our existing hotels, will continue to be critical to all the events and activities that we host in Colby. And it's a tremendous revenue source for the city of Colby. And so we're excited about those hotels. The city and economic development continue to try to attract new businesses, and we talked about, Lizzie talked about some ribbon cuttings that have happened. One of the newer businesses coming to town, we have a brewery coming to Colby, the downtown Colby area. It's going to be opening in the spring, and the owners are looking forward to bringing their business of casual dining and craft beers to Colby. So that's an exciting new business that we have coming to our downtown. The city has partnered, obviously, with the local Kiwanis Club and Rotary Club, the Thomas County Community Foundation, and Cunningham Recreation to upgrade the park at Villa High. Really an exciting thing there as well. That new play equipment at Villa High will be totally wheelchair accessible and meet all the requirements for inclusive play. And I didn't realize it until I visited with people regarding that, how important that is for people like on the interstate traveling, that they need a place like that for children in need. And so that's going to be, again, a tremendous thing that we have in Colby. And as that gets well known, people are going to stop here. That's an important aspect. So we're excited about that as well. The proposed equestrian center and the Starbond project, as I'm sure you've heard about, as we continue to progress through that, through the feasibility study, the community meetings, and the planning analysis, we're really optimistic that that Starbond project, that equestrian center, is going to be a real boost for Colby and the economy and the visitors that will come into Colby as well. Again, we're excited about that as it progresses. So a lot of great things. I'm going to give you just a little bit of data real quick, and I'm going to throw you some numbers. I like this, and so you'll just have to kind of think about these as I go through them. I'm going to tell you the assessed value of some communities in our area and along interstate, and the city's mill rate. So the mill rate for each of those cities. And again, I'll run through these quickly, but if you can just kind of visualize these in your mind as we go through. Goodland, assessed value, and I'm going to give you rough numbers, okay? Goodland, assessed value, $42 million. Mill rate, 50 mills. Oakley, assessed value, 18 million. Their mill rate, 86 mills. Russell, 35 million. Mill rate is 57 mills. Abilene, 64 million. Mill rate, 47 mills. Scott City, 36 million. Mill rate, 63 mills. Ulysses, 38 million. Their mill rate, 41 mills. Norton, 15 million. Their mill rate, 69 mills. Hoxie, 10 million. Their mill rate, 61 mills. Atwood, mill rate, their assessed value is 11 million. Mill rate is 52 mills. Colby, 61 million, and our mill rate is 33 mills. That list I gave you, our mill rate for the city is lower than any of those. We're working really hard to keep that down for the best value for our taxpayers and do the most that we can. And what I've shown you is there's a lot of great things happening in Colby. One other thing I didn't mention, the continuation of street improvements. We spent a little over $1.5 million on street improvements this last year. We will continue to do that. So we want to continue to enhance Colby. We want to work with everybody in Colby and in the Colby area to make this a more prosperous community, and that's our goal for the city. But again, a lot of exciting things happening, and even though I started it with a little joke, Ron does a great job as our city administrator, and I appreciate what he does, along with everybody else up at our city office. So thank you.
Thank you, Lee. It's exciting to live in a progressive community, and I hope we all stay together like that. As a business person in the community, we got to help each other out to keep Colby moving in the right direction. And we've got a city, we've got a college, we've got a school system, and many businesses that are here for each other. So let's keep it up. I might announce that if you do want to be on the chamber board, contact Wanda Brown at Colby Ag Center, or Megan, or Brett. She's used to me. Anyways, Is there any other new business we need to discuss today? If not, I would take a motion to adjourn the meeting. Paul motions to adjourn. Do I hear a second? Carla seconds it. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Thank you, everybody, for coming.